We're going to talk about it. Y'all go get y'all little accounts. Because I know that's what you're going to do right now. Go get your friends, family members, and foes. It don't matter. They all got to know. They got to know. We are live. Okay, we are live. Let me grab something real quick. What's up, good people? So we're going to talk about this whole situation that's going on right now because it's a lot. It's a lot going on. It's a lot. And I got my hat on. You know, when I got my hat on, it's time to get down and it's time to break down these documents, okay? It's time to break it down. Now, I appreciate all of the love that y'all showed on my last YouTube video. It is pretty good. We are live on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. We are live on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Let me see if I can get a good angle for y'all over here on TikTok. Welcome. We are live twice on YouTube, okay? We're going to be streaming for a couple minutes, more than a couple minutes. So y'all go ahead, get your little snacks. You got time to go grab your little snacks, get you something to drink and sip on. Don't be mean, tap that screen over there on TikTok. I see y'all. Share the live stream with a friend or a family or foe. It don't matter because they all got to know Chrissy speaks. Okay? Chrissy speaks. Y'all make sure y'all keep up to 2 likes. Really? We got 12 people in the room and it's 2 likes. Really? Like, come on. Let's be for real. When I go to people live streams, the first thing I do before I even speak is I tap the likes, I share, and then I start to engage with the actual host or the people in the comments. You can engage with each other as well. So we're going to get to it. I have all the documents. I have the original lawsuit that Jay-Z filed in the Southern District of New York against Tony Busby. Y'all, they paying attention. Let me just start this live stream by telling y'all, Jay-Z's legal team is on social media heavy. There are TikTok accounts that are noted in the lawsuit. There are YouTube videos that have been noted in the lawsuit against Tony Busby. Okay? There are posts from Instagram, okay, that have been noted in the lawsuit. I'm going to show you on screen in a little bit, but just let me preface that right now. They're not playing. The legal team is out and they're working real hard. All right. So I don't know where you at tonight. I don't know if you at home, at work, or in your bed. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in, tapped in. Let's stay tapped in, okay? Stay tapped in. Thank y'all for getting to 96. It's 100 people in the room on TikTok. Y'all tap the screen. Don't be mean, tap the screen. TikTok been pushing my lives anyway. They've been pushing my lives a lot. Thank you, TikTok. We appreciate you. We appreciate you a lot. Okay, so here we go. Let's hop right into this. A little bit of time ago, there was a lawsuit that was filed against Mr. Sean Diddy Combs. And that lawsuit was filed by a Jane Doe. And in that lawsuit, Jane Doe alleged that quite a few people were in the room when things happened to her. Okay? Now, individuals in the lawsuit were not necessarily named outside of Sean P. Diddy Combs. He was the only person named, but there were other people that were hinted to in the lawsuit. Okay, we all know that part. Those names were hidden for a certain amount of time. And because those names were hidden, everybody was speculating, well, who is it? Who is the other people? What's going on? What's happening? Who are the other people? We want to know everybody. And then we saw a TMZ documentary come about. I remember if you go back a couple live streams ago, remember I showed y'all the TMZ lives. Okay. Remember I showed y'all the TMZ documentary. Okay. If you don't remember, here it go. TMZ Tubi. I think it was actually the third version, because I think it's 2 or 3 versions of the TMZ documentary that Tony Busby was in. Tony Busby also did an interview on Sean Atwood. Didn't know that till I read the lawsuit. When I was reading all these documents today, I'm like, whoa. Tony Busby interviewed with the TikToker as well as Sean Atwood? Say what? Didn't know that. So TMZ Investigates is a television series, and they did a documentary. They're doing a lot of documentaries on a lot of different people, but there's this one particular documentary that is talking about Diddy, the downfall of Diddy, inside the freak ops. Okay, and inside the freak ops, they talked about. Let me see if I can pull it up here. They talked about the indictment inside the freak ops, and they also talked to the. They mentioned this young lady. Jay-Z's legal team has mentioned the young lady that was in the lawsuit. Want to see it? Here it go. All right, let me show you. No, I don't want to share no slide. How you do that? How you do that? How you do that? Thank y'all for liking the live. Thank y'all for liking the live. Thank y'all for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Share the screen. There we go. See, did it go down? Share. Okay, remember this young lady right here. Remember her. She was on the underbelly as well. She's named in the lawsuit that Jay-Z filed.
You saw celebrities there that you recognized.
There was a rapper that we all know.
I'm hearing about paying victims to keep their name out of it.
They were high off something.
Do you know people who have paid off to keep this quiet?
I think I said too much.
Straight up porn directed by Diddy.
The way he came up on me, it scared me. I'm just grateful to have made it out. I was at one of P. Diddy's freak offs.
You saw.
Now, we remember that show. In that show, they interviewed the lawyer. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for liking the live. Appreciate it. Appreciate your Stellarton. Appreciate it. Okay. Now, inside of that documentary, they interviewed Mr. Busby. And Mr. Busby did say that there were demand letters that were being sent out to certain individuals. And those demand letters, they were waiting on responses. And they did say that it would be quite a few very important and prominent people. And right after he said that, what happened? What happened, you guys? We had a very prominent man file a lawsuit. Okay? A very prominent man filed a lawsuit against Mr. Tony Busby for extortion. Now, that very prominent man was a John Doe. And in that John Doe lawsuit, they said some things. Want to see it? Let me pull it up because I got it. Let me pull it up because I got it. Wait, which one is this? Here we go. All right, I'm about to show y'all right now. Because y'all think I be playing. I be coming with the receipts. Ain't nobody playing. Ain't nobody playing. Okay? I'm not playing with y'all. I'm coming with the receipt. This is the original lawsuit that the very prominent male figure filed against the lawyer, Tony Busby. In that lawsuit, it states, this comes from, we all know the law firm that Jay-Z deals with the most, Quinn Emanuel. It's a very prominent and prestigious law firm that don't play no games. They scrubbed the internet. They scrubbed it because we have several different exhibits in this lawsuit. Okay? Several different exhibits. I know on TikTok y'all can't see it, but hop to YouTube, you'll be able to see it. Now, there is a demand for a jury trial when this lawsuit originally came out. They saying, hey, y'all think you could scare me into giving you money behind the scenes? Y'all can't scare me. Okay? Y'all can't scare me. In this complaint by John Doe and through his attorneys, he brings his complaint against defendants, the Busby law firm, and Anthony G. Busby for extortion, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and a civil harassment restraining order. So they're like, yo, not only am I going to file this lawsuit against you, I don't want you to talk to me. Don't talk to me. Plaintiff John Doe is the victim of a scheme by defendant Anthony G. Busby and his firm, the Busby Law Firm, collectively Busby or defendants who are shamelessly attempting to extort exorbitant sums from him or else publicly file wildly false, horrific allegations against him. Defendants have threatened to unleash entirely fabricated and malicious allegations of SA, including multiple instances of rape of a minor, both male and female, against plaintiff if he refuses to comply with their demands. These baseless accusations are nothing more than a weapon and a calculated plot to destroy plaintiff's high-profile reputation for profit, despite the complete absence of any factual basis for such claims. And then they go on to talk about how to support their allegation of extortion. They talk about the different cases that Busby tried, which makes sense. They also cite a news article, a couple different news articles, right? We know about the Deshaun Watson case and the allegations. Busby was the lawyer in that case for the alleged victims, right? In addition to shaking down high-profile individuals with dubious claim he knows will not stand up in court, Busby often employs unscrupulous litigation tactics after filing suit. In one notable case, a federal court invalidated a referral agreement between Busby and known fact witness in the case, which entitled the witness to 15% of the gross of attorney's fees awarded to if the plaintiff was victorious. Hollywood versus University of Pittsburgh. Haywood versus University of Pittsburgh. I got Hollywood on the mind, y'all. I just got Hollywood on the mind because Hollywood is going down in flames. The entertainment industry, music industry right now. But it seems like it's everybody, though, because it's all interconnected. Seems like all the top dogs getting accused of different things, right? All right. So they go on to cite more case law and talk about how they believe that they have a leg to stand on when it comes to extortion and, trying to damage the reputation of said individual. And said individual is Jay-Z. We talking about Jay-Z here right now. This is Jay-Z filing a case against Busby. Okay? Listen, I have over the last 24 to 36 hours, because this came out late Sunday evening. Everybody's chilling. But remember, they've already reached out to him with a demand letter, and they've already, talked to him. Okay? They've already talked to him. Everything is going on behind the scenes. Remember, Ray J was on TMZ, and he was like, money is exchanging hands behind the scenes. Jay-Z said, no, I won't do it. What's up, Dwayne? What's up, Dwayne? What's up, Dwayne? Yes, we do. Okay, we're not playing. And we just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I got all the tea, okay? All of it. All of it. When I say all of it, sir, it's not even tea. It's just what's happening in people's real life. It's what's happening in people's real life. That's what's crazy. That's where I think a lot of people forget. A lot of people have removed themselves from. These are people's real lives we dealing with. I know we see them as larger than life. And trust me, in no way is this a Diddy or a Shawn Carter, Jay-Z Stan account. In no way is that the case over here. But we have to look at it. If we are going to report the news, respond to the news, and react to the news, then we have to be fair on both sides. I just believe in that. That's just being a good person. That's just who I am. If you don't believe in that, that's not for you, then it's not for you. Moving on. Okay, here we go. Hey, y'all, welcome. And another scrupulous move to get a case heard, right? Okay, so they go on to talk about more case law. I want to get to the exhibits because there's a couple different exhibits. Let's see. Oh no, how did I write? I slid past it. Hold on, let me go back to it. That's exhibit 1. That's the start. Because they cite in TMZ. Okay, so right here. Okay, go back. There we go. Statement of the facts. Here we go. That's where I want to be. So, they're trying to tie Diddy and a lot of other people together. And it's my belief. You don't have to believe me. This is just my belief about what's happening in the law right now, what's happening with the feds, and what's happening with the RICO case. Here's my belief. My belief is once they got Diddy behind bars, they stepped to him or his lawyers and said, hey, they're going to ask. It's the feds. They're going to ask. What do you know? Key question. What do you know, sir? Numero uno. They're going to ask no matter what. Whether they whether they get the answer that they're looking for or not, it's completely up to the person that they're talking to. Okay? It's completely up to the person that they're talking to. So when they asked, somebody who is very well versed with the law and knows how things work. His response is, what do you have for me? Fair exchange, no robbery. The U.S. attorney said nothing. Bail denied. Again, they go back, they have these conversations, they go back and forth. What do the U.S. attorney say? What do you have for me? Diddy says, what do you have for me? Nothing. Bail denied. Second time. They also say, one last time here, we're going to try this again. Please talk to your client to see how he can help himself. Diddy asked his lawyer, well, what are they offering me? The U.S. attorney said, nothing. Bail denied. A third time. Now, why did I go through all of that? Because the simple fact of the matter is this. When they say you can help yourself when it comes to a situation or a case like this, they want you to talk. They want you to tell what you know. They want you to bring other people with you. And that's how people get their sentences reduced. That's how people get offered deals. That's how people don't spend life in prison. It's just a fact. So y'all, Diddy is not talking. If Diddy was talking, he would be out of jail. I have no doubt in my mind that he would be out of jail. I have no doubt. Okay, none whatsoever. He would be walking around on Instagram, doing this thing, living his black excellence in the mirror, Diddy would be home if he was talking. Now, there will come a time when they go to him again if they have not already went to him already. And if the prison situation and environment is not weighing on him as heavy as he think or as heavy as we think it is, then he's not going to talk. But if it's starting to get to him and he's feeling that itch, he's going to make a leap. Now, granted, the prosecutors could think they have him dead to rights. And they don't want to offer any leeway. So they probably want him to sit as long as he possibly can till he gets to the point to where he's just like, all right, whatever. Because he's the beginning. I'm just saying. Now back to the statement of the facts. A, defendants used their representation of Diddy accusers to kick off a campaign of threats and harassment against others affiliated with Diddy. On September 16, 2024, Diddy was arrested and charged with racketeering, SA trafficking by force, and transportation for purposes of prostitution. Okay. The indictment charging Combs was unsealed, revealing allegations that for decades, Combs threatened cohorts and others around him to fulfill his SA desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. Combs' indictment states, further alleges that Combs relied on his employees' resources and influence of the multifaceted business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in, among other crimes, SA trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The Combs indictment does not mention any essay misconduct by other celebrities or high-profile individuals. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It doesn't. It says victim 1, witness 1, witness 2, the original indictment. I have it, so don't question me. Okay. Still, Combs' arrest and indictment set off a media frenzy with coverage by all major news outlets regarding speculation of what other celebrities may have been involved in the parties described by Combs' indictment. Any association with Combs became toxic. Other members of the entertainment industry were quickly to make public statements condemning Combs and distancing themselves from him, trading off the immense media coverage that came from the Combs indictment. On September 27th, 2024, Busby posted to Instagram that the Busby law firm will be acting as lead counsel to pursue claims on behalf of more than 50 individuals who suffered SA and abuse at the hands of Diddy and his cohorts. Busby ominously warned that many other individuals would be implicated. He did say that. He said there's a list. Busby did say that in that first initial press conference. He said there are others. There will be names at a later date. That post, that was the live stream from his Instagram account. Busby followed up with a press release on the 29th of September announcing that he would be holding a press conference. So there was a post, and then there was a live, then there was that press conference quoted. So these are all the facts that they're stating the reason why this should be considered extortion. Their breakdown of the event are entirely different. It's entirely different, but facts. They are facts. This is how things happened. This is how everything started to roll out after Diddy was arrested. Now, on October 1st, we're not going to read everything verbatim here. I want y'all to get to the point, then I want to show you the exhibits. On October 1st of 2024, defendants held a press conference in which Busby warned about the consequences of refusing to settle with his clients out of court, with a banner showing. The banner had the 1-800 number on it. And then they go into transcripting the actual press conference. Okay, we've seen that part. We've done that. So, notwithstanding the rhetoric, defendants intentionally failed to identify at the press conference who these enforced perpetrators might be, nor have they done so since. The purpose of ominous press conference was clear: extract lucrative pre-filing statements from those perpetrators, or else he would announce names. Facts. That's facts. That was said. All facts. All facts. Pretty much they said Busby set the stage. What is this is saying next in these next couple paragraphs is Busby set the stage for victims to come out in droves, whether it be truthful stories or not so truthful stories, which is cool because they stated all the facts. They didn't go into what I believe this is a legal and law binding document. So welcome everybody on TikTok. I am live streaming on YouTube. Live streaming live. YouTube, Twitch. 2 YouTubes and Twitch. Okay. I did not. Now, here's what I'm talking about is very interesting, too. This is how I know that the media team and the legal team for Jay-Z is actually in these social media streets, because they cite an interview that Busby did with Chris Hansen. And here are the interviews. Oh, this is Law and Crime. They're citing Law and Crime. Let me show you. Let's go to it. Let me push this out, bring this tab over a little bit because it's a little far out there. Okay, I'm about to show y'all what they did. They linked it, so they didn't have to do no work. Oh, I gotta share the screen.
Against P. Diddy just grew tenfold, as more than 100 survivors are now coming forward with even more accusations against the disgraced musician. And for the first time, we're hearing from Tony Busby, the attorney bringing these 120 new lawsuits against Diddy in a one-on-one interview. He says these suits will bring brand new, shocking revelations, including Diddy's alleged sexual assault of a 9-year-old child.
Okay,
and on a separate occasion,
we saw that.
The assault of a pregnant.
That's just more proof that they believe certain things happen. This came out 2 months ago. Now I'm going to stop sharing that. And let's go back to our document. And I want to show y'all the exhibits because the exhibits are astounding. Literally astounding. They went and found everything. Oh no, why am I over here? Sometimes the buttons, share the screen, thank you. Thank you very much. Share the window. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, so they break down all the YouTube videos. Am I in the right position? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. So they break down all the YouTube videos that, you know, we're talking about. Come on, work for me, work for me. Don't make me go to another tab.
Please. Paying your bills on time raises your credit score, right?
Stephen A. Smith.
This is one of the 3 major credit score lies. You are being.
Please come forward. If you're a witness, please come forward. If you have evidence, please come forward. I think that was instrumental in what we're seeing now. Ever since, in 24 hours, we've received 12,000 calls, if you can believe that. Now, I don't know what.
Okay. So they cite Stephen A. Smith. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And what is this one? Stephen A. Hansen. That's Hansen.
Vanilla and birthday cake. And they're served with real whipped cream. Rainbows.
An interview with the lawyer representing more than 100 victims of Sean Diddy Combs, some of whom were underage.
Yeah, the way they breaking this down, this looks like it could potentially help Diddy. If his lawyer's not paying attention, but the lawyers is almost the same. Ain't one of them lawyers a Shapiro? One of the Diddy lawyers is a Shapiro. I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to shut my mouth right now. Moving on. All right. And then they just go on to talk about that a little bit. They also talk about the TMZ interview that he did. So it was multiple defendants. I'm right here, y'all. Defendants targeted plaintiff for a shakedown. Defendants sent plaintiff multiple ostensibly confidential written demands, extortion demands, in November 2024, alleging a litany of vile SA misconduct committed by plaintiff. The extortion demands falsely alleged that plaintiff raped multiple minors, male and female, who had been rugged at parties hosted by Combs. The extortion demands were the first time plaintiff. Oh, y'all, I just figured something out. This is not the only one. Did y'all hear that? This is not the only one. This is not the only lawsuit with Diddy and Jay-Z together. There's multiple lawsuits. It's more on the way. Trust and believe me, there are more on the way. They sent multiple demand letters. They also sent, it's more on the way. Y'all see, with this legal talk, sometimes, yeah, case law, but sometimes you have to read in between the lines, especially when you already know what's happening. So they made Jay-Z reveal his name as well. Got it. So they're just going to talk about what Busby did, who he interviewed with. This is the Apple podcast that he did. And they was basically saying that he's all over the media telling these fake stories, which is probably how they sway the public opinion. But it is what it is. That's lawyer things. Now, I am going to pull up 39.2. Give me 1 second. Let me remove that. I'm going to pull up 39.2. That is exhibit 2. So this here, let me see, Jane Doe proceeding under a pseudonym, plaintiff against Sean Diddy Combs. This is the original indictment that was amended to include Sean Carter. This is the original, not indictment, original lawsuit. What am I saying? Yeah, I've been up too long. But anyways, we still going to get this content out, okay? This is the original lawsuit. So they just go into a little bit of background. You know, it starts off with a summary, go into a little bit of background about Combs and what he did for a living. And then they move into the complaint and a little bit of discussion, and they cite in some case law about that. I don't want to bore you with that stuff. I want to get to the meat and potatoes of what she said happened. Listen, I got to show y'all some responses. I saw one response today that was an actual live stream. I stumbled upon it, but man, were they upset. Oh, y'all can't even see. I'm not showing y'all. Okay, let me go back to the top. Look, I'm just scrolling and highlighting, thinking I'm showing. Hold on, let me go back to the top. Okay, this is exhibit 2. Look at the date. They not only listen, the motions and the filings and the updates and amendments and all the different things that were happening back to back to back to back to back to back. All day. Back to back to back to back. All day long to the very end of the court day, which is like 4:40, 4:50. Around the time that the young guy did his perp walk for that United Healthcare CEO thing, about the same time that they did that, there were updates to these cases all day long. Y'all, I've been reading all day long. Okay. So here we go. Let's go back. So I was just trying to tell y'all, but I didn't know I wasn't showing y'all these things. Let me move these off to the side so I can actually see my screen. Let me go over here. So which one? This is the one y'all seeing. This is the one I want to show you. So let me stop the share and let me go and show you what I want to show you. Share screen, window, 39.2. There we go. Share. Boom. Okay, so here, this is exhibit 2. Exhibit 2, move this off to the side a little bit so I can see what I'm doing because I was not showing y'all nothing. So this is the original lawsuit filed by Jane Doe. This is against Sean Combs, Daddy's House Recording, CEO, OPCO LLC, Bad Boy Entertainment Holdings, Inc., Bad Boy Productions Holdings, Inc., Bad Boy Books Holding, Inc., Bad Boy Records, LLC, Bad Boy Entertainment, LLC, Bad Boy Productions, LLC, Marriott International, Inc., Organizational does 1 through 10. Defendants. Boy, they suing the kitchen sink. You heard me? Okay. They know that he holding businesses in the corporation under the holding companies. So they know that's where the money at. But who named the holding companies in? Okay, so they went through and just gave a little background, explained the summary, went into some discussion, and talked about different case law. Let's get to the meat and potatoes and find out what actually happened. Okay, I think this is it. Let me pull this over. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Plaintiff alleges that Combs raped her in a frightening circumstances. Her allegations are highly sensitive and of a personal nature, and therefore the first seal plaintiff factor weighs in plaintiff's favor. Skyline Automobiles, they cite case law to support their belief. However, this factor is not dispositive. Another case law being cited. Simply put, allegations of SA by themselves are not sufficient to entitle a plaintiff to proceed under pseudonym. So this is them denying the motion for her to proceed under a pseudonym. So basically what's happening here, here's what's happening. Doe versus Shakur, they cited that Tupac case. Y'all remember that Tupac case from 1996 when they was alleging that he sodomized that girl and when he was with Haitian Jack, and they cited that case right here. Jane Doe versus Tupac. And so basically what they're saying is they're trying to get this individual to release their name. And in order to do that, they have to prove to the judge there's enough sufficient reason why that person shouldn't be a Jane Doe. And that's why they're citing different case law so that they can get the outcome that they want when it comes to releasing the name of the person. Now, what do y'all believe? Do y'all believe that this person needs to have her name released? Or do you think that because of the sensitive nature of the actual lawsuit, that the name should be held? I personally think, I think like this: you can't fight a ghost. And if I'm out there, you got to be out there too. That's just what I believe. Okay. Moving on. So I thought this was something else, but this is not what I thought. This is something different. I'm sorry about that. I pulled up the wrong one. And once I started, that's why I got quiet, because I started reading. I'm like, this ain't the right one. I should have titled it different. This ain't the right one. But I do have the other one. Now, it just goes into why they believe that the complainant she fled at the time of the alleged rape in 2004. Other victims represented that those case comes straight and playing up. She tried to leave the hotel. Okay, so they're giving these different instances of when things happen and why things happen the way they happen and why people shouldn't be able to be John Does. Okay, that's what this one is. Let's go into the next one. Give me 1 second. I got to pull it up. Let me pull it up. Okay, stop presenting and present 39.3. Okay, there we go. Share. Window. I didn't even pull it up. I don't want y'all to see my whole computer. Now let me pull up 39.3 and then I can share the window. There we go. Perfect. 39.3. Share. Okay. This is Exhibit 3. 12/9/2024. This is another. They're giving their opinion and whatever was ordered. This is another Jane Doe. And this is basically going through the details of what happened with this Jane Doe. But we know that this Jane Doe has now been, y'all, wait. Here's where this is confusing. We now know this one, I think, hold on, let me just double check and make sure this is the right one. Because the one that I'm looking for has pictures in it too. Because there's so many Jane Does, I get confused. So many Jane Does. But I believe this is the one that has now come out to be Anna Kane and not Misha. Bruh. It's not her. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going there. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. I'm not even going there. Oh, so that's just them trying to get Jay-Z to tell his name. But because Busby fought back. He did. He fought back. Hold on. Let me see. 39.194, 39.5. There it goes. And that's just... Yo, this is crazy. Wait till y'all see what I'm looking at, though. This is crazy. Okay, let me show y'all what I'm looking at. Because this is just going into what we already know about how she met Harv Pierre when she was 17 years old and how they flew her out and all that. We already know that. But basically what the legal team is doing is giving all these different instances as to why they believe that he's trying to extort Jay-Z and it's not a real civil case. That's all they're doing. Let me show y'all what I was looking at. Stop screen. Bring this up. Window. Okay, where is it? Exhibit 5. There you go. Share. This is Exhibit 5. So at the end of Exhibit 4, they explained that he was using social media to kind of edge people on and do different things when it comes to kind of sway in public opinion. So it just says it's just a Twitter post from Tony Busby. And it says, and they was on it. Look when they got the screenshot 8 minutes after it was posted. Regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of the alleged victim. And okay, so we got to stop throwing the word victim around, because they're not victims until there's an actual conviction. Yeah. Okay. So these are just allegations from someone who alleged an attack happened. Okay. So alleged victim. I'm trying to not say stuff. And that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and the plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I'm very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations and the complainant filed, we will let the filing speak for itself, and we will litigate the facts in court, not in the media. Oh, Jesus. This sounds like the Rock Nation response. Okay. Y'all, as I'm actually talking to y'all on live stream, I'm literally putting things together because I know the sequence of events that things have happened. Now, where are we right now? Right now, we have went through the original lawsuit. Number one, we went through the response, Jay-Z's legal team response, and we've also seen the exhibits that they've showed to why they believe this is extortion. Now, let's go into his personal response. Oh, I got to share the screen first. Okay, let's go into the personal response. So after all of that comes out on Sunday, they immediately post something to Rock Nation's Twitter and then go right back and file another lawsuit. And that's what we were just reading. Okay, that's exactly what we were just reading. Here's the response. We're going to take a step back. And then I'm going to show you how the public is viewing this and give my opinion. Oh, share screen. Entire screen. No, not me. Share screen. Okay, can I get this any bigger? Bring it in. Are y'all seeing this? Can y'all see that? Okay, this is basically what happened at 7:34 p.m. Right, this was immediately after the actual case had been amended to include Jay-Z's name. So we all minding our business on a Sunday evening. Minding our business on a Sunday evening, and they in the background going back and forth and crazy with paperwork. So it says, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. That sounds like somebody from New York. He said this. He said this. His legal team or lawyers might have thrown in a few key words, but he said this. Jay-Z, he said this. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose, and he used the words that Tony Busby used in his Twitter post. He said it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud that you are in a very public manner. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. He used the words like You know how you see two people in the movie and they staring each other down, and then you waiting for one to jump, and then you waiting for the next one to jump, but nobody jumped. They just start walking closer together. That's Tony and Jay-Z right now. Make the first move. Don't worry, I will. Don't worry, I will. You don't have to. I'll make the first move. Okay, let me go back to it. Where was I? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It should show me where I'm at. Oh, there you go. This is Rock Nation's response. Listen, Jay, listen. I'm just a little bitty YouTuber in this big pond. I'm just a little bitty YouTuber, a little bitty content creator. Don't come for me. I'm just talking about the news that's public. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Okay. It made me want to expose you for the fraud that you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. In capital letters. These allegations are heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. That man said, oh yeah. See, I know sometimes people just be saying things because it sounds good. I know that. But why would you push for somebody to file a criminal complaint knowing that you could potentially go to jail if you did something? You wouldn't. Or would you, to sway the public's opinion in one way or the other? So move on. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. These words so small. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice. If that were the case, this lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. He calling him an ambulance chaser. I have no idea how you have come to such. He said, I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby. Called him by name. But I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I am more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family, my wife, and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand an inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in a costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. I kid you not, those are the words. I'm reading it verbatim. Those are the words. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. I'm sorry, Jay, you ain't that young no more, bro. No, sir. Not so much. We don't play these type of games. Now, he said that for real. But what about your uncle in the closet? I'm just saying. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics, well, it says physics, but I know he meant psychics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me. That, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, will be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. End scene. End scene. Now, those, I know there's a team of people that probably put some words in there, but some of that's Jay-Z. I don't care what you say. Some of that's him. Like, facts. He pretty much, to sum it up, he said, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. Now, I'm just reporting on the obvious, the news that's happening right now. Okay? The news that's happening right now is understandably disturbing. I understand. Please don't come for me. I know. And I also understand that there's a whole bunch of people that be in my chat and everybody else's chat trying to sway people's opinion in one way or the other. Do your own diligence. Do your own research. Feel how you want to feel. Okay? Don't let nobody make you feel a way about one situation or another, whether that be the accusers, Diddy, Jay-Z, Beyonce, who don't think one way or another. Let your mind think for yourself. Because y'all be getting on the internet and y'all be losing your mind. Literally last night, I had a very prominent content creator come into my TikTok on their lurk account like I didn't recognize their voice. Like, are you dumb? Make your, exactly, 100. Make your own mind up about these things. Don't worry about the static, because it's going to be static. I am going to remain impartial and unbiased. Now and then I say my little funny jokes, like, you ain't that young no more, old Jay-Z, but I say my little funny things sometimes, but I can't sit here and say for sure that this did or did not happen. I can't sit here and say that. Don't let the static cloud your judgment, because I tend to believe that there are other factors in play here right now that's going on, period. Not just with the music industry, not just with Jay-Z, not just with Diddy, not just with Mayor Adams. There's a bigger purpose happening right now. And the closer we get to that purpose being revealed, trust me, I will be the first to tell you. We're not quite there yet, because we still have people that are unknown. And we also have bad actors as well. Okay? So just make up your own mind, do your own research, and don't let people cloud your judgment. Now, I wanted to come and show y'all this real quick. Hold on, because let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. He's fighting back though, y'all. He's not going down without a fight. I need to hear from Dame. Have anybody heard from Dame? Has he responded and said anything? What has D Haven said? I've been reading through these documents so long, y'all. I haven't even had a chance to go and search to see what they are saying. Because let me bring myself on screen big. Hold on. Out of all the nonsense, out of all the noise, even the back and forth between Jay, D Haven, Dame Dash, Rockefeller, they are the type of people to move on. And when things get thick, they'll be standing in the trenches for each other. I don't know what it is about Jay. I don't know. I have no idea. But when it comes to Jay-Z, those friends that come from the 90s together, they're different. They stand in line like soldiers for each other. So I'm curious, because I know, Jay and Dame, they had this big, huge debacle going on. I'm very curious to hear how they feel. Because if you don't know, me personally, I'm not going to get into my personal feelings about it. But because they were like brothers at one point, they started these huge businesses that went bananas. If it were not for D Haven, there would be no Jay. If it were not for Dame Dash, there would be no Jay, as big as he is now. I just believe that. You can never do it by yourself. It always takes a team. Those two people right there. I mean, we got Emery and everybody else, but those two people right there, they definitely pushed him in the rooms. Like, they stood in the line of fire to push him in the rooms because they believed in his talent. So I'm just curious to hear what they have to say. That's why I say all that. So let me go and pull my thing up that I was going to show y'all. Give me 1 second here. I can't believe, listen, the people went and got the YouTube videos. The people is out here doing the work. The legal team is working. I haven't heard nobody say that all day. And I bet they're being paid very well too. Very well. I'm from New York City. Not New York City, I'm sorry. New York. It's a whole different part of New York. Ain't got nothing to do with the city. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. You're right, you're right. It's coming up, JC. I think okay. So I'm just going to pull this up. But I'm going to tell you what she stated in her lawsuit. Where is it? Hold on, I got it. Let me go to my downloads because I got it. 6 items. That's 39, 5, 39. Is this it? Y'all, let me show y'all this. Hold on, let me show you because I got it now. Let me share. Window. There you go. Share. Now this is they did a package. There's a couple different exhibits and a couple different. Listen here, when you go and search for these documents, Puff Daddy and Jay-Z been fighting lawsuits for years. Beyonce has been suing people for years and they've been suing her for years. Like, everybody comes for you when you have a bag. Everybody. There's so many lawsuits that go back so long. You have to know how to search to get these documents. Anyways, Exhibit 4. After Jay-Z came out and said what he said on Rock Nation Twitter page, Busby posted on Instagram and said, yeah, I'm a Marine. Recognize this guy? This is a picture of the weapons platoon commander, Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 4th Marines from our, hold on, I got to get it right. Go back, 4th Marines. from our old Western Pacific cruise book, despite a coordinated and aggressive effort that has included harassing my kids, contacting my clients and former clients to encourage them to sue me, contacting my colleagues or former employees, asking if I've abused them, asking if I've abused them, showing up at my current employees' homes to harass them, filing frivolous cases against me and my law firm, defaming me with outrageous assertions. Wait, I was about to say assertions, but wait. Y'all both saying the same thing. Jay-Z said you lying. Your client's lying. And then you said Jay-Z lying for the lawsuit against you. What is the judge going to say in these cases? Because this is outrageous. To anyone who will listen and having mysterious people follow me and my family, I'm still that guy. I won't be bullied or imitated. People will see through this effort to discredit me and my clients, and the truth will be revealed. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and I'm quite certain the sun is coming. They both believe what they're doing. Like, they both highly believe in what they're fighting for. Jay-Z is telling him, if you bad, show me your hand, file a criminal complaint. He can't. That's why Diddy got the RICO. Diddy got the RICO because the RICO statute of limitations are none. Whew. This is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. Let me show you. Okay, let me pull up what I was pulling up. This is going to be very, very interesting. And I'm going to talk about Jaguar Wright tonight. I'm going to talk about her because she did something that I think is just crazy. But I'm talking about her tonight too. Yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to talk about her too. Just let me show y'all this. Hold on. I don't want this tab. Let me get rid of some of these tabs because I don't need some of these tabs. Where's Dane? Because Jay, you shouldn't have did that to Dane. Ain't nobody show up to that auction. I'm just saying. Now, see, I didn't even know that. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted though. Okay, here's the story. Let me add this. Stop sharing that and share screen. All right. Let's bring this back.
Including explosive allegations first reported by NBC News being made against rap icon Jay-Z. A new civil lawsuit accuses him of raping a 13-year-old girl with Sean Diddy Combs at a house party more than 2 decades ago. Claims both men deny. NBC's senior legal correspondent Laura Jarrett's here with more. Hey, Laura, good morning.
Hey, Hoda, good morning to you. Ever since Combs was indicted by federal prosecutors last fall, these parties he was known for hosting and what celebrities may have attended has been the subject of intense scrutiny. But the blast radius around the star had been relatively contained until now.
This morning, disturbing new claims against music icon Jay-Z. A civil lawsuit detailing sexual assault, originally brought against his longtime friend Sean Diddy Combs, now adding new allegations against the rapper whose real name is Sean Carter. Claims both men deny. The anonymous woman, who was 13 at the time, described in the lawsuit as being drugged and raped at an MTV VMAs afterparty she says Combs hosted in 2000. According to the suit, she recalls accepting a drink from a waitress that made her feel woozy and lightheaded before she says she was raped by Jay-Z and then Combs in a bedroom as an unnamed female celebrity watched. Jay-Z swiftly issuing a statement Sunday calling the claims heinous and accusing the woman's attorney of trying to blackmail him, suggesting the attorney had tried to seek a settlement first, adding, quote, "I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world." The billionaire, who is married to megastar Beyonce, saying he is heartbroken. The couple will have to explain the, quote, cruelty and greed of people to their children. Combs, too, has denied any allegations of sexual assault. Earlier this fall, the plaintiff's attorney, Tony Busby, a personal injury lawyer in Texas, held a press conference after Combs was indicted on federal sex trafficking charges, suggesting more fallout would follow.
I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed.
Combs pleaded not guilty to the charges and continues to deny the allegations Busby has made against him in a string of civil lawsuits, which Combs' attorneys have dismissed as shameless publicity stunts. But this marks the first suit publicly naming another high-profile celebrity.
Now, in a statement posted online, Busby, the lawyer, acknowledged sending Jay-Z a letter prior to filing this complaint, prior to this whole thing, seeking a confidential mediation, but says his client never demanded a penny from Jay-Z. At the time, she is now seeking an unspecified amount in damages, guys.
All right, Laura, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, so here's the story. I need to find out. I need to title this stuff better. It's my fault, y'all. My bad. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because I did download it earlier, her complaint. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me just look real quick. Because it should be in my recent downloads. I thought I had it pulled up. That's a bail motion, opposing bail letter. Let me see. I need to make a Diddy folder. Might need a Sean Carter one too. Okay. I got R. Kelly's. What's the point of mediation if they're not going to ask for money? Like, what was you going to say? This is exactly where I was going with it, Tari. Like, okay, the question over here on TikTok is, what's the point of mediation if they're not asking for money? Like, what we doing here? What? I'm going to sit down, all of us, your lawyer and my lawyers, me and you, going to come into the table and we're going to sit down in the room and we're going to have a conversation about what? About what? Money. About your singing or acting career? That's what we're going to talk about? What, you want me to manage you? Because, sis, because I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't understand. Oh, wait, this is say other. Oh, nah. That was my, let me close these tabs, child. I'm just a disorganized mess right here. And I know better because I'm a recruiter in real life. And I know better than having all this stuff organized like this. Like, I could literally show y'all the pacer lineup of all the things that have happened in this case when it comes to Diddy. Like, he's so connected. Let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, here's what she said that happened. Because I know it by heart. I can't believe I can't. Now, watch when I get off a live, I'm going to be able to find it. Anyways, it happens like that. That's the whole point of being live. Because ain't nobody perfect. Okay, so here's what she said happened. She basically snuck out the house and had her friend drop her off at the VMAs. The VMAs was at the Radio City Music Hall in 2000. Listen, that little Twix is good. In 2000. So when she went to the VMAs and she couldn't get in because she's 13. So she outside moving around. She ran into and met Diddy's driver, limousine driver. And they started to, a conversation sprung up. Why would you? I mean, I done seen those cars being in if you've ever been in New York City and you see a lot of black vehicles lined up outside of a building, that means something's going on in there. You know, black car service is always around because there's a lot of celebrities. Same thing happens in Atlanta too, LA and California as well. Like events happen, and then you'll see kids around that's like fangirling and, you know, just trying to get a peek at a celebrity, take a picture or whatever. Shouldn't have been there, but whatever. She's there. So she sparked up this conversation with a limousine driver. And with that limousine driver, they started to talk back and forth. And the limousine driver was like, hey, they have an after party. You might be able to get in that. Now, why would the driver say that to her? If you visibly look 13, why would you say that to her? Anyways, I got my whole other theories. Elite. I got a whole nother theory about that too. And I'm going there tonight. I'm going there. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going there. I used to be a 13-year-old girl a long time ago. Okay. Now they're going too far with that, Leo. They're going too far with that. I don't know about all that. But anyways, this is what she said. So they dropped her off. She goes down there, talking to the driver. The driver, like, you know, come to this party. She comes to the party. And before she gets to the party, the driver's like, yeah, Diddy would like your type. You know, trying to big her head up to make her come to the party. She comes to the party. And then as soon as she gets to the party, she's moving around. They give her a drink. She, you know, there's waitresses, there's hostess moving around the party, like with platters, people taking drinks and moving on. She said it was like a cranberry orange drink. She drank the drink, felt kind of woozy. Once she drank the drink and felt kind of woozy, you know, the room started to change into a different room. She said Jay came in there first and, you know, allegedly did what he did to her. And then Diddy came in there and allegedly did what he did. And she was able to hit him in the neck. Because mind you, she was saying allegedly he made her do some down below. So if that's the case, I'm trying to picture it. So you standing up, he's standing up, you's down here, and then you reach up to hit him in the neck. You hit him hard enough that you could get away, right? Okay, so you disoriented, you run out, your clothes is all over the place, you're really disheveled, you don't know what's going on. You run out to the road. It's a real big, pretty white house. You run out to the road. You don't really see anybody. People see you, but they don't help you. So there was other people around too. Celebrity girl. Who was that? Anyways, so there's people trying to help you. People are not trying to help you. You kind of disoriented and disheveled, and you run out to the gas station down the road. You call your father on the phone. Once you get a phone, you call your father. I don't know about you, but I'm a daddy's girl. I don't know how you grew up with y'all daddies, but if I call my dad and say, I really need some help, I did something I wasn't supposed to do, I know you're going to be upset, but they violated me. No matter what, he coming. So her daddy came. He came. But what did they do after that point? The dad comes to pick her up. Did they go to the hospital? Did she tell him exactly what happened at that time? Or did she not? It doesn't say, right? If it does say, I just skipped right over it by accident. So you telling me your daddy can tell something's off with you. He don't ask you where you came from. He don't ask you like, you know, we need to go get what we and come back. Like, y'all, come on now. I'm so confused. Like, your daddy don't try to do nothing? Or did they just leave it out? I could be wrong. Did they leave it out? But when you are accusing somebody of something like this, every little detail matters. Because you have people like me and all the others that are on social media creating content and breaking down these crime stories. Your daddy didn't go call the police, even if he's not a violent person, even if he's not like one of those rough them up guys. He ain't call the police. He ain't do nothing. Anyways, moving on, right? Okay, so I noticed that once that happens, nobody really says anything else. Everybody just going back to living their normal lives, and nothing was ever said. Now, to each his own. Being in that situation is a hard enough situation, and actually telling somebody is even harder. Okay, I am a survivor. I tell y'all this all the time. I am a survivor. I lived through it. I said what I had to say to everybody, and I kept pushing. That individual never got in trouble, but that's okay. I got God to lead me. Okay, but I did what I had to do to put them away. They just didn't. Now, 19 days I was held. So I'm very empathetic. I say this on every live stream. I'm very empathetic to people who are accusers. Okay, I'm very empathetic to people who telling a story or trying to tell a story. But when I look at a lot of these different cases and look at a lot of these Jane Does, a lot of these stories just don't add up. They just don't add up. Now, there's a lot of people that say things happen. I know stuff happened at them parties. I've been a makeup artist in the industry. I did it for 20 years. I know stuff happens at those parties. But it's generally with the groupies that follow these guys from city to city. And they know what groupie gonna be in what city, and they don't take a chance of being seen with a lot of different people, and they keep with those groupies, and those groupies bring those other people around, which is normally people of consenting adult age. So I'm not saying one way or other that this thing didn't happen or it did happen. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that it's a lot going on here, and it's fishy. It's a little fishy. It's a little fishy to me. And if you can't see that, then I don't know what else to say. Somebody just made a brand new account. That's cute. Okay. Anyways, let me show y'all this. Hold on. Let me pull it up because I thought this was interesting too. Why am I so fuzzy? Probably because, why do I look so fuzzy? Okay, I was not 1080. Why I'm not 1080? Electronics. What Whack 100 saying? I know he got a lot to say. Let me see. So the very last thing that happened at the end of the day today is that Jay-Z filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit because there's no actual ground to stand on the lawsuit. That's how they feel. So let me show you. Y'all the most silent group of people I've ever seen in my life. I ain't never seen this many people be so silent on a live stream, ever. The hell is really going on here? Never, ever in my life. Okay, let's move on. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. And hence how they using these certain words. We have sleep. Well, y'all better wake on up because they're trying to tell y'all something and y'all not reading in between the lines. Y'all not reading in between the lines. Wake up. Who is the woman though, y'all? Who is the lady? Who is the female? Who is the female? Mm-hmm. Who is the woman that was in the room? Nobody's really reporting that they filed to here they go. Okay, yeah. Here you go. Here we go. Oh, what am I doing?
To dismiss a civil lawsuit claiming he sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl 14 years ago. The music mogul claimed it's blackmail and said he would refuse to settle. And according to the accuser, who's named Jane Doe in that lawsuit, the assault happened at an after party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards when she was 13. Jane Doe claims that she attended a house party thrown by Sean Diddy Combs, who's also named in that suit. She says she was given a drink that left her feeling, quote, woozy and lightheaded. She went on to allege that she entered an empty bedroom so she could lie down. Shortly afterward, she says Combs and Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, and a female celebrity came in who Combs saying, quote, you are ready to party. The woman then claimed she was pinned down and raped first by Carter and then Combs as a female celebrity watched.
The details of these allegations are really troubling. The plaintiff here alleges that Sean Combs and Jay-Z drugged her and then raped her. It's hard to get more serious than this.
In a statement, Carter responded to those allegations and lashed out at Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, calling him a fraud.
Today's actually a really exciting day because we got to unfold
Who's the woman? Hold on. Hey. I'm looking for something. See, there needs to be. Let me go to the Wayback Machine. Because was it a Diddy after party or was it the official VMA after party? Let me go back to the Wayback. And I found out that a lot of people be trolling so hard that they will comment and try to contact people. Like, that's weird. How you DMing people you just met on the internet? You don't even know these people. You don't even know these people. VMAs, Video Music Award 2000. Let me do that. I'm looking. Hold on. They didn't want you to pay for everything. Video Music Awards 2000. Oh, I said I was going to talk about Jack Right too. She came to my live stream last night. She brought all the trolls with her too. Like, here it is with this situation with the Jack Right situation. Let me look at the camera. Now, granted, a lot of the stuff she says, the shit come true. I'm going to just keep it a buck. But I'm not really the channel that goes into conspiracy theory. Like, I don't do conspiracy theory. Like, yeah, every now and then we'll veer off the track of actually just doing response videos and stuff like that. But I'm not into the conspiracy theorist type of situation. Like beefing with other YouTubers and content creators. I'm not into that. That's y'all. Y'all, my life is so at peace. Like, I don't do that. The way they came into my life on TikTok last night and tried to take over, I'm not for that shit. Yeah, I'm not for that. It could be one person in the room or it could be a million. I'm going to still be the same. I'm going to always be the same. It don't matter. See, I don't go on lurk accounts and go to people's live streams. I don't do that. I will come on my account and I will comment in your shit. Straight like that. I'm not hiding or pretending to be nobody else. It's not fair. I come to you one-on-one. Just like I did last night as soon as you left my live. You went live. And I came right to you. Hey, thank you for coming to the live. Right in your comments. Because I don't play them games. Y'all trying to sway the media and sway content creators one way or another. You don't want people to be individuals or have their own thoughts. Like, y'all don't play that. This ain't one band, one sound. Because you do entertainment or you recap things that's happening in entertainment, people wanted to be one band, one sound. Leo, I don't know. I think here's what my personal opinion is with the whole Jaguar Wright situation. I don't think she a bad person. I think she has been done badly. And I think people made promises to her and they abused her. Most of the time, people that are super talented get abused and mistreated. It's just a fact. Okay. That's what I believe has happened to her. They abused the talent that she has. This whole thing where content creators are fighting and going back and forth and doing all. If you grew up in the 90s, you definitely in your 40s, almost 50. Y'all doing too much for views. I'm just saying. So I feel like she's been mistreated, abused, and taken advantage of. I do feel like that. Okay. I feel like because she had the ability to sing. When I tell you the voice is whatever she wants the voice to be, like I'm talking about a real singer, like not none of this auto-tune stuff that you hear today. I'm talking about like a real singer, like Lady Sings the Blues down in the bottom of the Delta type of talent. She has that. The way you use that blacks only just told me you white. Who is you? But anyways, like last live stream, somebody came to my live stream and was like, if you tell any lies, then I'm going to report you. Bitch, do your best. Because I'm not the one. I fight back. But like I just said, I'm in my peaceful era. I'm in my bag for number one. And for number two, I'm in my homie don't play that era. Like, I'm not just going to let you treat me any kind of way. I'm not just going to let you do my content any type of way. I'm not into that. I mind my business. I come on social media. I say my little jokes. I make my little friends. I network. I respond to the media that's going on. And that's it. All that bringing you and your minions on all your mini lurk accounts. And don't do that. You're trying to destroy my channel and I'm trying to bring it back. Don't do that. Don't do to me what they did to you. And I feel like she's a little bitter. Who wouldn't be? Let's be human about it. Who would not be a little bitter from the situation that she was in? And then all of a sudden, here comes Mrs. Light, right? And now you don't need me no more. I understand. I get it. But that's what generally happens to people who are uberly talented. Joker's wild. Where you come from? I'm gonna start tracing y'all IP addresses, see where y'all at for real. Cause stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, bro. What are you talking about? None of that is real. If it's not if it's not of God, then it's not real. I don't do conspiracy theory. I don't believe in no Illuminati. Like none of that. Matter of fact, let me get this on my chat. I don't do none of that. Go play with somebody else. Play with your mama. Don't play with me. Play with your. I miss my boy so bad. Oh, I miss him so bad. He would be having a field day with this right here. A field day. Okay. He would be having a field day with this. Dolph would have made a song by now about all of this. God bless him. It seems to be like she could be doing good. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't hate on nobody. And I recognize that Jaguar has a lot of talent. I think this should be titled a Jaguar, right? But this is the end of my live stream. And I want to make sure that I get this point out because they've been doing a lot of spying on me. And I'm here to tell you, you don't got to spy. All you got to do is knock on my door, which is, one of these DMs. And I give you what you're looking for. Okay, so they've been doing a lot of spying. Anybody that talks about Jay-Z, that talks about Diddy, that's talking about Beyonce, that they do a lot of spying on you. They come and sit in your live streams. They'll use a lurk account and pop up on your live streams. I'm not those people. I'm not those people. I'm going to do my own thing. If I find different creators that I can network with, cool beans. But I'm not going to get in the mix of these different battles for views. I don't need to. It will happen when it's supposed to happen. I'm not desperate for anything to happen. I'm cool. I got a beautiful home, beautiful 2 cars, beautiful kids. I can go and swipe that card wherever I want. I'm good. I'm good. VPNs can be broken. Don't you know that? Don't you know that? You can get past the VPN. Anyways, so let's get back to finishing up the whole Jay-Z situation. I just thought I would throw that out there. It's like, all of y'all doing all of this back and forth battling for what? Don't play with me. Play with your... Okay. VPNs don't work for people who really do cybersecurity. Don't you know that? Like, that's why I don't be on live a lot, because I really be at work. Like, I really be at work. Those VPNs don't work. Listen, we all got our Second Amendment rights. It's not about people showing up. It's not about that. Because, see, the way that everybody plays with trying to go to people's houses and calling people's houses, I ain't doing that. I'm calling the police. I am calling the police. And if something happened before the police get there, yeah, y'all getting out of hand with content creation. Y'all getting, it's just content. It's not your personal life. It's just content. Y'all is getting out of hand. Okay? It's getting out of hand. All the fake accounts. Just do your thing and don't worry about what everybody else is doing. But I think she believes that there's literally people out here that are being pushed to talk about certain things when it comes to Jay-Z and Diddy. And I don't doubt that there is. I don't doubt that there is. But you can't win every battle and battle everybody. You just can't do that. Oh my God. Ain't nobody ever told you don't drink. If you sit your drink down when you out, don't go back to it. Ain't nobody ever told y'all that? If you sit your drink down, don't go back to it. Cause I know some people like real good people who sat they drink down and others was jealous of them and they ain't never been the same since. I know a girl like that and I know a guy like that I went to high school with. So yeah, you got to be careful. You definitely got to be careful. But I want to tell y'all in the next 3 to 4 days before we close the year out, there are going to be some bombshells dropped. There is still the female that's in this Jay-Z case that needs to come forward. There is still this looming 2 lawsuits that need to come forward that have Jay-Z, Diddy, and another 2 high-profile celebrities in it. Hey, welcome, Brutal Behavior. Hey, welcome, Brutal Warrior Help. Hey. So there's still a couple different things that's going to happen. Mark my words. Timestamp it. Write it down. I don't care. It's coming. I promise you it's coming. I'm in my little banana cupcake tonight, drinking my little, banana cupcake. And yeah, I saw y'all last night. Y'all was doing the most last night. Y'all was doing the most last night. I ain't inviting nobody up to my live stream over here on TikTok. Yeah, not right now. Y'all was doing the most last night. But thank you for the ones that actually come in to support. Thank you for the ones that actually comment that are real people that's not hiding behind their lurk accounts. Thank you for the ones who are brave enough to face me. Thank you for the ones who are brave enough to support and ain't scared of being in the clique. Thank you to those people because that's so dope. And it's appreciated too. Yo, Twitter is going bananas. Oh, that's what I forgot to show y'all. I thought you was asleep. Lauren put you to sleep. Huh? And then you don't woke up out of nowhere. I know I heard somebody tipping down the stairs. Anyways, okay. This motion, this is a memo. Okay, so this is they're requesting expedition. Okay. That's what that is. Oh no. Where did it go? Cancel. Didn't I just have it pulled up here? Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay. There you go. I'm about to show y'all. No, not that one. Too much stuff open here. Yo, that's mad funny. How they just tried to play with me like that and open up all them folders. That's mad funny. But I'm gonna send it back to you though. I'm gonna send it back to you. I'm gonna send it right back to you. Here it goes. Oh no, that's the original Jane Doe. Cassie. This is the original one with Cassie. They amended Cassie's too. They've been amending a lot of the actual original complaints. Yeah, they amended hers too, because that went up today. Okay, here we go. I found it, y'all. Share. I'm like, what happened? There we go. Okay, so let's bring this in. Here is Quinn Emanuel, Trial Lawyers of New York. They have sent over a request, and the request is to expedite the process so that they can get this lawsuit dismissed. So it just basically states, we write on the behalf of our client, Shawn Carter, concerning the inflammatory allegations made against him in the recently filed amended complaint. Based on the meritless and frivolous accusations, Mr. Carter filed a motion to deny plaintiff's request to proceed anonymously. So they basically saying, hey, if I got to reveal myself, you got to reveal yourself too, and please deny this request for that person to proceed anonymously. This morning, due to the highly sensitive nature of the matter and the intense media scrutiny it has generated, we respectfully request to be heard on an expedited basis. For the avoidance of doubt, Mr. Carter is entirely innocent. This is a shakedown. He is not mentioned, referenced, or implicated in any way in the criminal investigation of Mr. Combs. He is neither a target nor a person of interest in that investigation. Adding to the urgency of this matter, Attorney Tony Busby has orchestrated a months-long press campaign aimed at inflaming public opinion and escalating the events in real time on social media platforms. Hold on. Y'all can see me? Okay, there we go. Let me go back to it. Let me close this one too. Okay. On social media platforms every day and in real time, Busby continues to amplify false narratives, exploiting the legal process to generate media attention and damage Mr. Carter's reputation. This relentless campaign underscores the need for the fast-track hearing to address this issue promptly and to prevent further harm. Plaintiff request to proceed anonymously is both procedurally improper and unsupported by law. Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 10A requires all parties to be named in their pleadings, reflecting the bedrock principle of transparency in judicial proceedings. The plaintiff has filed to demonstrate any compelling circumstances that would justify any extraordinary departure from this rule. The speculative and unsubstantiated claims of harm by the plaintiff's counsel do not meet the stringent standards required by the Second Circuit and the federal courts to allow pseudonymity. So obtaining a pseudonym for the purposes of trial. They don't believe that that's the real thing. So, I mean, they don't believe they have a leg to stand on to be able to be anonymous. Furthermore, the plaintiff's allegations coupled with The conduct of her counsel, Anthony Busby, suggests a deliberate attempt to leverage the judicial process to generate unwarranted media attention and pressure Mr. Carter into a settlement. The misuse of the legal system undermines both its integrity and Mr. Carter's ability to defend himself effectively. It is crucial that plaintiffs be disclosed. What am I talking about? I'm tired. Identity be disclosed so that Mr. Carter can investigate and respond to the claims fully and fairly. We further note that the timing of the filing coincides with the ongoing media coverage of unrelated matters involving Mr. Combs' criminal trial, in which Mr. Busby does not present victims, underscoring the prejudicial and retaliatory nature of the plaintiff's claims. The amended complaint appears designed not to seek justice, but rather to amplify unsubstantiated allegations and harm Mr. Carter's reputation by Anthony Busby. Allowing plaintiffs to proceed anonymously would deny Mr. Carter and the fundamental right to confront his accuser, while simultaneously enabling the plaintiff and her counsel to conduct a trial by media. Given these circumstances, we respectfully urge the court to deny plaintiff's request to proceed anonymously and dismiss the complaint pursuant to Rule 12b-1. This matter is of the utmost importance, and we request an expedited hearing to address these significant procedural and substantive issues. Jesus. We are available at the court's earliest convenience. They just cite in case law right here to provide additional briefing or to appear for a hearing on this matter. Respectfully, Quinn Emanuel, Earhart Sullivan LLP, and Insane. I swear this is how it feels. It feels like this is all a mess. It feels like this is all a mess. Like, quite literally, it's all a mess. Oh, insane. Who is who? Who is what? Who is who? Okay. Now, there are people on Twitter that believe that Jay allegedly was trying to date Rihanna and Beyonce when they were 14, 16. And that has yet to be proven because Rihanna has never said that happened. Y'all forget, like, this is what I don't understand too, and how people don't remember this part. This is something that I just remember being a fan of the music. Jay and Diddy wasn't friends back in the day when they was coming up. Jay didn't like Diddy. As they got older, they grew closer. Like, they wasn't like enemies or nothing like that, but Jay was on his way up and Puff had big and was pushing big. And in New York, it's whoever's number one. This is what the mindset was back then for the rappers. They wasn't collaborating like they were, but I had to be your top numero uno. You understand what I'm saying? So with Puff having, because he was Puff, with Puff having Big was number one. He was rising past Jay. That was not a good thing. That was not a good look. Like, it was a good side eye. Like, they was not cool. Y'all be looking at like they the best of friends. No, they wasn't. They was not. Diddy is not well liked in the industry by no one, really, because of how he moved. Because it's get out my way or get ran over type of vibe with Diddy. Diddy is definitely out for self. Always been that way. I don't know why people don't know that. I don't know. That's just, no, they're not. No, they are not. You're wrong. You're so wrong. They have become like cool as they gotten older, but that's not how it started. They was not cool. They was not cool at all. Y'all wrong. Y'all dead wrong. Y'all dead wrong. They was not cool at all. Jaguar, is that you? Girl, is that you? Because I know you like to pop up on people's streams on different accounts. Girl, is that you, girl? And you got to stop that shit. It's weird. It gets very weird. You and Odell. If y'all don't stop that shit. Now, damn it. I done gave you your flowers. Came on, that's probably one of her favorite memes. I couldn't even read the comment. Okay, that's what I remember as well. And in the most recent years, it seemed like they were just doing business together, and Jay would show his face sometimes at his Diddy events and not much more. And that's what I don't understand. What people don't really understand is like they wasn't cool back in the day. Like all these young content creators that don't really know nothing about the hip hop scene like they think they do. And the character of the people, not the character of the people, but like the relationships of the people. They used to talk about it on the radio. Like if you lived in New York, you would get like live happening in the now moments on the radio. Flex used to make them talk. Like, and they would say what they really didn't want to say, but they said it anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you on the West Coast, you're not getting New York music or New York radio. And back then, wasn't no YouTube. Was it? No, it wasn't no YouTube. It wasn't no YouTube. It wasn't no MySpace. It wasn't no nothing when these guys was coming up in the beginning. And Jay been a loner. Have y'all not listened to DeHaven? Like, yeah, he had friends. Yeah, he had buddies. Yeah, they was hustling. But he was more of a in-the-house guy and playing my games, and I go make my money when I need to, make a run or two. But, you know, I'm kind of keeping to myself, and I'm well calculated, and I think about the next move before the next move type of guy. It wasn't no whole lot of friends in that circle. And Diddy would have definitely been the wild card. He wasn't even a type of dude to hang out with. Like, Diddy, y'all. Diddy the life of the party type of person. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That was just his personality. Always has been. He pushed the lifestyle. He was silly, funny, witty. Jay the dude in the corner staring at him. They wasn't friends. They was competing against one another. He was always like that. Like, I remember going to a couple of events, especially like when they was first coming up and they was doing like the bigger clubs, not the little holes in the wall. They were doing like event halls, you know, the bigger things, you know, and you have like 20 rappers on stage. Jay's up there, but he in the cut by himself or with one other person with him. in the cut. He wasn't in the front. Diddy would have been in the front of all the rappers trying to rap the songs, dancing in the videos. That's just who he was. These two different people. They wasn't even mixing in the same crowd. Like, even through the era of Dame Dash, Dame was the, I'm going to stick to my morals, I'm going to stand on it, I'm a hustler, I'm going to get this money. But you don't got to worry about crashing out because I'm going to crash out. He was that guy. And DeHaven, he was just a multimillionaire, point blank, period. Hustler of the year. I lived through the 90s. I'm just trying to tell y'all what's the real. A lot of people don't have no clue of what was going on in the 90s. Now, with all that being said, now, things were happening with the groupies now. There were things happening. There's always been the life of the groupie. They are now what you call the Instagram model. Okay? They are now that. The groupie has turned into the Instagram model. Okay? So that life has always been there. This whole kid thing, that's something new for me to see. But I told you I was going to tell y'all something about being a 13-year-old girl. Now, I used to be a 13-year-old girl, and there's probably quite a few of you in here that used to be a 13-year-old girl as well. That probably has some older cousins or older sister or brother that y'all used to try to tag along with and go different places. Okay? And probably wasn't supposed to be where they was at, but you was there anyway. And then you will have your people that kind of knew who you were or your family was, and they'd be like, yeah, no, don't try to talk to her. She's too little. And then you had some people that didn't even care. They still try to push through. I always say it's up to the adult. It's up to the adult to make decision for the kid. But back then, you was not considered a kid. That's just a fact. I know I was telling people, I was 13. I was probably telling people I was 15 just because I wanted to be with my cool cousins. I wasn't thinking about like laying up or being boyfriend, girlfriend with guys or nothing like that. But I wanted to be with the cool cousins. So if the cool cousins was 15 and I was 13, then I was telling everybody I'm 15 too. And when I got 15, I was 17. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so with her saying that, you know, her friend dropped her off at that VMAs, that's very, very possible. And I hear people on here with their holier than thou point of view. Where were the parents? Shut up. Stop it. Y'all know as teenagers, you used to do things that your parents probably haven't still found out about. Stop it. I went to a whole concert, had a whole outfit and a whole boyfriend that looked just like Jay-Z at 15 years old. We had matching outfits, jewelry down. He had the money. It was a Biggie Smalls concert. Snuck out the house, took my clothes to school that day, sent them with my friend to her house because her mother was going to be working the overnight. So we got dressed at her house. And then my boyfriend and his best friend picked us up when we got ready from her house. And we went to the Blue Cross Arena, which used to be the War Memorial in Rochester. And it was a Biggie Notorious B.I.G. concert. Came back home to the girl house, stayed the night, went home the next day, My mother had no clue. No clue. So don't say things, where was the parents? Kids did shit. They just did stuff. Things happen. Were they supposed to? How did I get the jewelry? From my boyfriend that turned into be my baby daddy later. But I was older than him by what? July, March, April, May, July. 4 months. We were the same age. 15, but I was older than him by 4 months. God only knows what he was doing to get that money. I don't know. I know now, but at that point, I didn't know then. But we had the biggest chains, the biggest earrings, and he had a vehicle at 15. So y'all got to stop playing holier than thou like y'all don't know what goes on out here. Like, I heard academics say it. Where's the parents? Shut the fuck. If you don't shut the up with that. You a Jamaican, I know for sure. You done been out of the yard and them not see you where you went. I know for sure. I'm like, bro, what? I rocks with you. I be hearing what you be saying because you be trying to be fair, but did you just go, where's the parents? Shut up. Did you just do a where's the parents on me though? I know I know why I'm so fuzzy now. This whole setup with the stream and the live stream, you have to turn the camera off, start the stream, and then turn the camera on. I didn't fix the settings. That's why I'm like, why am I not clear tonight? I look so fuzzy today. I'm like, yo, Bridget, shut up the bumbleclad mad talk you say. Because you know you went out of the yard when all of the picnic them scatter. You know. So that's my time, y'all. I'm gonna get myself on out of here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming and hanging out with me. I'm gonna be posting some raw content, some clips this week, about 8 to 10 minutes long. The video is gonna be going up on my actual YouTube page. I appreciate y'all for coming hanging out with me. Y'all gonna have to start talking to me because I'm not gonna be sitting here screaming to the camera. I know y'all on y'all lurk accounts. Y'all get y'all real fucking accounts and come see me. Okay? And stop playing with me.